Yeah, because I'll just hang out at the back. Who's the guy who does that? Kenton, isn't it? Yeah, James Kenton.
Yeah,
Kenton
just hangs about at the back.
That is completely my thing. Also, because I'm watching the football on my iPad as well. So
he leaves.
It's ideal, really.
Yeah, he leaves like a 2-second gap at the start, and just cruises around, waits for the first 3 yellows, and then starts going racing. He's never said that's what he does, but every race I'm in, if I'm at the back, he's even further back.
I think that's what Steve did in the Silver Crown. It got him 2nd place. So.
7th.
Oh.
39.3 I did. What are you doing? Do you have your handbrake on?
That's mean.
Oi.
Yeah, oi.
Ain't no need for that. I'm just cruising around with the fixed setup, buddy. I've never driven around here. Give me a break, you know.
Shit. Is that the first time you've even driven it? You haven't driven it?
No, never. I did one fuel run earlier when I came in with Eric.
Don't rest your foot on the brake pedal, RJ.
I might be, actually. That does seem like something I do by accident.
Yeah, so Steve, also this race counts towards the road license, and I'm currently at a 1.04.
Hey, yeah, back at you. Good luck to each of the guys.
So I could use a 72 clean laps for safety rating.
72 clean laps. That's what you got to do. Go for.
Are you spotting for someone? Are you, Steve?
No. If you want me to, I will.
Are you in a session?
I'm in your session.
Are you? Oh,
yeah.
Why don't you spot for Eric? If he needs clean laps.
You want a spotter, Eric?
It doesn't matter. With this race, I mean, stuff happens so fast, I don't know if a spotter would really help or not.
Yeah.
I qualified, and that was a dumb move. I should have just started at the back. Now I'm in the middle of the pack.
What was your lap time?
I was like 6/10 off the next guy. Because I didn't load in the quality set, I just went with the race set with full fuel and all that.
Oh.
But most of this race is just about survival anyway, so.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a nice paint job, RJ. Oh, I'm looking at James's. James has a nice paint job.
So I'm the only one running a team set, really?
I think I am.
Well, if that's the team paint, I like it.
You got RJ Motorsports on it?
Is it yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the team set.
RJ's on mute.
Oh, I've been talking for like the last... Alright, yeah. I was saying, yeah, James is the paint that I took off.
Yeah, you've been on mute since you said good luck.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I completely forgot, yeah. Starting first.
For anyone watching the stream and is royally confused, I'm in a different split than my teammates, so... Which, even if we were in the same split, you may still be confused, but that's okay.
I actually tried to pass their way through the penalty area. Turns out that's not going to work. Right, I need to stop watching that for a minute.
But you can blow the bus stop at Daytona and make a pit stop and not get a black flag.
What's that got to do with the price of Dutch football teams?
Yeah, that doesn't pertain.
This is true. These guys are brake checking on the pace lap. Come on.
Clean that thing out real well. Give those tires a good scrub.
Oh, I was asleep then.
I was deliberately just hanging back. You'll go and crash, I'll catch you up later.
Okay.
Outside. Still outside. You're clear. Inside. Inside only. Clear. 5
No, I'm being passed for last place. Ooh, the aero push. Wow.
Yeah, it's wicked in this, isn't it?
Wowza. It's a fully lift off.
Lost 2 spots because Pierre got shuffled back.
No wonder the leader fucks off in these races, because he's the only one who can actually still do the corners properly.
Use your weight jacker.
For what? Oh, that's what I need to use it for.
Yeah.
That's right. I ain't that bother. I want to move the weight jacker forward, right? If I want to get around the corner better.
You want positive weight jacker if you've got push.
Alright, cool. +2 weight jacker, let's do it.
You can soften the front roll bar as well if you need to.
Yeah, let's not get too clever. I've got the prettiest slow car to ever run at Indianapolis. Oh, wreck. Both on the apron though, but he's just spun on the track, so surely that's going to be yellow. He's still on the track. Nope, no yellow. Alright. That's how it's going to be.
I'm out of the draft, I can't catch up.
What's a draft? So then you'd move the weight jacker backwards as the fuel burns off, wouldn't you?
Well, just if the car starts to go loose, you can go
Yeah.
minus, yeah.
Because it's burning off at the rear.
Yeah, it will go loose.
Not the speed I'm driving it, it won't.
Well, the fix set doesn't tend to change much.
Outside. Clear. Inside. Still there. Clear low.
We're there, yeah.
I was just having the same thought. Hey, we're only doing 72 laps. This is like a sprint race.
Yeah.
Working outside. Going outside. Clear.
Substitution for Manchester United. I mean, how slow I am. I suppose everyone spent last week tuning their open sets, didn't they? Eh?
I'm using the fixed set.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much just driving around flat out. I'm way behind, 4 seconds behind. Clearly experience plays a factor here, I'm thinking. This turns out. Or maybe I'm figuring it out now, but I've fallen so far behind the draft. That could be it too.
I just had a big wobble. Big wobble.
Was that you, was it? I saw something veering wildly to the left.
Yeah, that was me.
How you getting on, Eric?
9th.
Yeah, cool.
Past somebody.
Nice.
Hey RJ, that car ahead of you is for position.
Thanks, Steve. Glad I flew you out here for that. Brilliant.
You will never pass.
Well, I'm glad I'm not wearing the team paint now, because we look like a really, really slow team if it's just us two at the back.
There will be a caution.
Oh,
Finally
gotta
got
be
a
a yellow,
caution.
right?
he's on the. Yeah, he's on the. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you see that, Steve?
Someone's
I
just...
saw a car flying in the air.
Yeah. There was one car wrecking high and nothing else, and I think 2 cars spun in avoidance.
Yeah.
That's funny. We had a caution at the exact same time.
I just saw a few planes. Yeah, I just crawled to I was so far back I just had time to crawl to a hole, watch it from
Yeah.
afar, and then just like inch through.
Well, I backed off, and then.
Do we pit now? We'll probably pit now.
Mm,
I think we need to catch him up, James. Can you see my paint job yet?
no, not yet.
For God's sake.
So James, I'm trying to remember, to tighten the car, you go up on the front arm or down?
Up, yeah.
Up. Okay.
You go up, down, shake it all about. Do the okie dokie, then you turn around, and that's what it's all about, to be honest.
Is that really what it's
To
all
be
about?
honest.
That's the silliest thing I've ever said in my life.
Are you sure?
And I've said a lot
Yeah.
of silly things. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, RJ. I think I'm having trouble with trading paints. I can't get your guys' paints loaded.
I had
See
to
my paint?
reinstall it the other day.
Can you see my paint now,
It wasn't
James?
working. Let me have a look at it then. Ah,
How cool is
are you
that?
pitting? Are you pitting?
I think so, yeah.
Everyone is, so we should do. I
I'll
think.
pit anyway, because I'm crawling around at the back, so as long as I can, the longer I can make it on fuel, the better. That's all
Yeah.
good.
In this race, you just pit tires, fuel until you get in the window to finish.
Take,
And
take 2, Eric. Take 2.
no,
Take 1. I took 1 the other day. That was good. What race was that?
I was in the Porsche.
Porsche.
So it took
Because I
one tyre.
accidentally left the tyres on when I didn't want any, and by the time I turned them off, it had changed 1 tyre for me. So,
just remember, a fast repair does not change tires.
yeah.
Yeah, or put fuel in it. We've learnt that.
The other day in a sprint car race, David Muse took 3 tires.
Nice.
He got out in front of the pack and won the race.
Well, that pissed off and all kind
How many laps did I? I think I did about 30 or something. Is that about right? 32? 30? Something like that.
What, on a tank?
Yeah, it was something like
Yeah.
that anyway.
28, 29.
"12 minutes to go and it's still 2-0 to Manchester." Just keeping Steve and James updated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why have we got to pass him?
I haven't got a pass. Oh, I have, yeah. Because we're better.
Buddy, line up behind you too.
The game is determined that we are better than him, and we should just deserve to go past him.
He got speeding penalty. He got dropped to the rear.
I am extremely unlikely to get one of those.
Yeah, I did that. I pressed the limiter partway down the pit lane and went, no.
Should the pass.
Yeah, push the pass.
DRS. So
It must be on a
James-
European server.
Why?
I don't know, I just got really good connection for a change.
so
Maybe
James-
they've untied the knot in the yogurt pot.
Because your wife's not trying to run Facebook at the same time as
Yeah,
you.
probably.
So James, what's new with the 2018 IndyCar?
What do I think of it?
Well, what's new with it?
Just all the aero kit and the bodywork, and they're using the same basic chassis and everything. The aero kit.
Same engine.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like a new car.
One to go.
It looks completely different. But they've got rid of like the big bumpers at the back, the all the barge boards, like the big piece behind the front wheel. Got rid of that as well.
Cool.
And they filled the hole in the floor, so it's got a lot more underbody downforce. So they should road race quite well. Theory.
Should they, want to tempt any top road racers to the series? Might be called Fernando.
Yeah, I mean, Danica's contract's up at the end of this season. She may come back.
That's really the only thing that could stop Alonso returning, because they'd clearly take Danica over him.
Who did she drive for in NASCAR then?
Stuart Haas.
Oh.
Apparently she was really pissed off last weekend because she was doing well, and then she got taken out. A big crash with, what's his name?
Yeah, this is like one of the worst seasons she's ever had.
Didn't she have a crash with her boyfriend the other day or something?
I think she's been going a little quicker though, from what I grant. It's just she keeps crashing or getting involved in crash. Kind of like you in the Skippy, Eric, actually.
Yeah, there were some professional analysts predicting that Stuart Haas will not renew her contract and she'll be out of a ride next season.
I don't believe it.
She still sells a ton of merchandise, so she's got
That's
that
what-
going for her.
Yeah.
And Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, come to the green. Be ready. Pace car's on. Be ready.
Well, they're in a hurry.
Flag, flag.
Got taken by two guys into turn two. I think they are quite quick, to be fair.
Thank you, Alger, for whatever that was supposed to be.
Wow, I've got +3 weight jacker, and because I'm behind both of those cars, I still kept pushing.
Yeah.
+4.
All you doing is fly with it.
If I can just stay and keep a draft of this stint, that will be an improvement.
I haven't lifted yet since the restart, and I've lost touch with the front pack already.
I'm lifting like crazy. +5. I wonder if in some way in real life it feels this calm to go around, because clearly it's not calm, you're driving 220 miles an hour, but in some sense it feels calm until things go wrong. So I wonder if that's why guys get so brave and then suddenly they end up in a huge shunt.
Depends if you're talking qualifying, the cars are on edge.
That's true.
They've got no downforce and extra boost. Those two that blew past you, just blew past me as well.
Nice.
Outside.
Yeah, they get all getting very aggressive. That pack to you.
Clear high.
That pack ahead of me is
pushing.
the pack.
Is this it now?
This is it. 9
Top
cars.
9.
Yeah, you're going to get a top 10 guaranteed.
Top 10. Top 5 at this rate. Well, maybe not top 5. I am Juan Pablo Montoya.
You're not Juan Pablo until you figure out how to blow it at the end.
Ouch. 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 Yeah, you're just pulling away from me, James, because you got that pack ahead of you. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm back. Pierre's always got a lot to say, hasn't he? In his slow Canadian way. I don't mean Canadians are slow. I mean his voice is quite slow.
He sounds like he's tugging on a Cuban, doesn't he?
Yeah, I could go with that.
Like Cuban cigar or
Yeah.
Cuban national?
Well, yeah. Stop the stream now. Channel's
Yeah,
getting closed
just
down next
imagine
week. That's brilliant.
Being in a big cigar smoke-filled room with a bottle of Jack, half drunk.
And a half-naked Cuban teenager.
I didn't mean it sexually.
I think you did.
I've been like
Well, what do you think tugging means?
tugging on his collar or something.
Oh, no, that's not what we mean.
Okay.
That's not what tugging means over here.
Oh dear God.
Oh, push.
I am pushing.
It's getting a little bit close up here.
It's getting a bit boring back here.
No, just avoid the wrecks and you'll be able to move up. Because
United on the break. Is it going to be the game? I don't know because I've got to go around to turn, but we'll find out in a minute. No, it's not. Yeah, Man United just killed that game off. It's just slowly dying its end to be a comfortable win.
Something's going to happen up here, mate.
Yeah. I hope so, because otherwise it's going to be a very boring last 50 laps for me.
So I'd reply to him.
Silent, judgmental press. Hey, Ajax got a shot and the keeper had to save it. Wow.
No.
Yeah. And it only took 87 minutes.
How many runs have they scored?
Outside.
455 for 7.
Four.
With three strikes. Oh shit, now I'm getting confused.
Okay, well, I've seen the train wreck, and real life is calling me, so go get them, win your races. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.
See you, Steve.
See
See you, Steve.
Steve may feel like he needs to go take a shower now.
After the sort of things you're coming out with, yeah.
I honestly didn't mean it.
Well, if you didn't mean it, it was the most perfectly timed one ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo Baba, Scooby-Doo Baba.
Whoa,
What you done?
not me. Kaylee.
Michaela.
He hit the wall.
Well, I can still see the whole field, so this is a result. Admittedly, it's still pretty early, but you know.
Yeah, this combination, anything can happen, so.
Oh man, I'm using 6 gears. Should I not be using 6 gears? Is that what I think?
If you're on your own, yeah.
Why would you use it on your own and not if you're in a pack?
Because if you lift, you need 5th.
Ah,
You're not lifting now, are you?
probably more than I should be, but not much.
I use 6 to in the draft and the save fuel. Otherwise, I don't shift up to 6th.
I was watching an Indy 500 stream the other day, and they were winning up front, and they never went above 5th. I didn't know why. Maybe it gives you a bit more time through the corner because of the torque.
Yeah, a lot of them were using 4th in their quali runs.
I was on about iRacing. Wow, really?
Yeah, oh, in real life.
Oh shit! All right, back end just disappeared. Then that was weird. It was odd.
Okay.
See that one coming. I'm alright. It's just weird. I was like, huh?
This is where, if you have a long green flag run, this is where you see if people aren't using the fixed set, they might have a set that kills its tyres.
So I'm having to go way down on the weight jacker now, back to +3. It's not slight. It's not coming out badly. It's just kicking out a little bit halfway through the turn.
Yeah, mine is. That's fuel.
Is that a threat?
Premonition.
Yeah, you could be right.
His Cubans told him.
Sure you don't want to back off, mate?
I must be out of the draft a bit now because I'm pretty much flat now.
Yeah, so it's weird. In the draft you're lifting, but you're going quicker. It's weird.
Yeah.
Ajax must think they've got another game, like it's a two-legged game. It's not. It's just knocking the ball around like casually. Hey, I know they're Dutch, but come on. I am Alexander Rossi.
I used to run his paint scheme.
What scheme is that?
Oh,
Napa
it's
one.
interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, the Napa one he won the Indy with last year.
He's running that this year, I think, as well. And he's run it.
What colour was it? Dark blue. That's what Napa usually is.
Yeah.
I don't remember, to be honest. Of course, the camera didn't really watch him much until the end, did they?
Commentators didn't know he was going to win, did they? They were like, "Oh, is Munoz going to get out?"
I think you could start to pick it up, couldn't you, by watching the positions the last 2-3 laps, but the commentators just didn't catch it.
Nah.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure Rossi's going to win this.
Because they're awful commentators.
Ivan, why don't you come on by, buddy? I got a pit.
Yeah, I'm getting very slippy slidey now.
Well, obviously the pack isn't, because I've dropped back quite a bit from them now.
No, very clearly they are not. I'll say these are all last week's Indy 500 veterans. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nice little drink on the straight. I don't like this, it's getting far too slippy now.
Leaders on pit road. Fast.
Wow, the leader And my race did not take fuel on the first pit stop.
Another yellow.
Silly. Oh, Pierre's going in the pits. Bit of strategy going on there.
Can't make it yet though.
Nope.
Because by the end of this run, it's going to be close. Because I've got 11 laps left. And we're on 33, so I reckon we'll be able to make it on one stop if we go the full way.
Let's see how damage, because he did get shuffled back.
He's just assuming there's going to be a yellow in that pack.
Oh well. We're nine. Well,
What am I?
9 laps out of the fuel window.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm saying. I think we'll make it. And Manchester United have won the Soccer Ball Europa League. Good on them. It's a nice thing to have today for Manchester.
Yeah. I just hit the wall.
Yay! Like hard or a 0?
Yeah, very hard.
Can you try not to crash into me? Thank you. You broke him.
I am broken.
How'd you do that?
Like, it just all of a sudden just wouldn't turn.
Did you stop paying attention?
No.
Was it out turn 2?
Oh, I can't even get back to the pits.
I couldn't see anything. I didn't see you.
Did you bring a caution out?
No.
Didn't even have the decency to do that, Eric.
Well, I was going to ask you if you wanted me
To be fair, he didn't crash into me, so I can't ask too much. But I could just see you spinning back up the track. Are those Pierre come back out? Because I can't see him on my relative. I suppose he might be in front of that pack. I suppose. No, loose. Yeah, he is. He is out here. Come in halfway. Is that it? Like, I'd have been so bored doing this for 200 laps.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I don't even. You weren't even racing anyone. You just sort of went into the wall on your own.
I was just cruising around, and then I turned in a bit late for 2, and that was it. It was gone.
You didn't lift or anything. Did it lose? Did you have to correct it? Is that what it was?
No, no, it
Just ran wide.
pushed straight to the wall. Yeah, I turned in, turned in a bit late. I lifted, and I went down 2 gears. it's going towards the wall.
Yeah, it wasn't totally
And just as I hit the wall, I was about to get on the brakes. So
It's just fine. I'm fine.
I'm done. Watch you now.
I didn't even have another lap though. I couldn't.
Well, you can come spot for me, but I don't think you're going to have a whole lot to do.
As long as I possibly could. I'm really just trying to get safety rating, so I was just.
You can just
kinda
admire.
clear.
Clear.
Yeah.
Don't hit that wall by yourself. Why would I do that? Well, I did. Clear.
Here if you need it.
Clear.
Yeah.
Crowd on the right, clear.
Like making it to the last caution on the lead lap.
Turn left.
And then,
Now go
and then
straight.
you race, you know?
Go straight for how long, boss? Till that next left, and then I go left. Okay.
Ivan, I don't know if you noticed, but I did bump the wall.
Eric, how you doing?
I was about to ask him.
Let's see. I'm at 5th. Caution. Some guys are trying to play some strategy.
No, down between
'Cause
3 and 4, I
they
definitely bounced off
could-
the wall.
It's like 37 laps, so
0.
No way, you can't
My
make it
car
on that.
is good,
Yeah.
so whatever.
Not without at least 2 or 3 yellows extra. And not pitting as well in the yellows, obviously. Well, I've got 5 to go, probably 4 by the time it counts down. I'm glad I put the weight jacket controls on here now. The temperature I had in the practice earlier, I didn't need it at all. It was that cool. You could just drive around. Quite hot. So can you not even repair, James? Does it say your day's over or whatever it says? We're done, boss. We done. Saturday night at the movie. Girls like pictures.
Yeah, that's the thing about this car is there's very few things it can repair. If you
Yeah. Or indeed the Skippy, but you get the fast repair, which is quite good for that level.
yeah.
It's the same thing with any open wheel car. Once you smack one of the wheels or the suspension, you're pretty much done. Three to go. Yeah, I've got enough to do 3 more laps.
They could be lining up behind the 9. Get that thing filled up again. You're ready to rock and roll, man.
I might have to start going high out turn 1 because there's quite a bit of dust and dirt up by the wall, and I reckon that's not helping turn into turn 2.
Green flag.
Yeah, I'll go with that. That was my excuse. It's nearly a yellow then. Pierre let somebody by and he nearly lost it. We did lose it. It went down across the grass and everything. A few cars smacking the wall.
There's a chance of me doing that, mate.
Thanks, Stuart.
Cruising like a bitch. Did I say bitch? I think I meant boss, didn't I? Yeah. So, it depends on your point of view. Alright, one more time round, boss. 1.5 to go right now.
We're almost out of fuel, eh?
Yeah, but I think 0.3 is going to be enough to cruise down the pit lane in second gear, isn't it? I would hope. If it's not, then yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a problem.
Find out. I think it should be alright. Once you get on pit road, you can pretty much put the clutch in.
Oh, Chad just said, have I told you you're doing a good job? That's nice.
He's a nice guy.
He is, when he wants to be. He has his moments. I would be surprised if I jumped anyone at this pit stop. I'll have to say that. But, we'll give it a go. How bad a pit stop would they have to have, in fact?
Or maybe hit the pit wall like that one in front of you just did.
Did it?
Yeah.
No, there it was saying that's what happened to him. I know he hit someone, or someone hit a pit wall as
well,
well. I know it was James's race, someone hit the pit wall, I think.
Oh, I plowed somebody one time.
Oh yeah. No, he wasn't. He clearly wasn't looking at that bloke because he didn't like hit the wall. He just like drifted into the wall.
Hey James, you coming out? You're not coming out? You're going to stay there? See yourself. Yeah, she is done. Oh wow, I nearly caught that guy actually. I'm still 7 seconds behind him. So. Oh, limiter off. Yeah, there we go.
It's almost flat coming out of the pit.
Yeah, I know, but I've got no reason to.
No, you got no.
I'm just going to go to the end now then, because there's no point me pitting. I'm not going to beat anyone by pitting anyway, so if I'll just stay out, and if we have another yellow, I'll just move a bit point off. Because they'll overtake me straight away anyway, so it's not fun.
Where's Liam?
What happened to Liam then? Because Marion was the one ahead of me out of the pits. He did just put a sad face in the chat. I don't know if he's hit something.
No. A slow stop by the looks of it.
It's quite a short stint to the end actually. What is it now? 20? It's not even 30 laps. It's about 27. Was it? If that, might be 25. 25.
I don't know
26.
what. He must have had a penalty of some sort because he was a long time in the pits.
you just gonna let me burn my fuel up there, Ivan? I got you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Logic 10-4.
He must have had speeding on pit road. He didn't put his
Gone back
limiter on. No, he didn't put his limiter on until he was past the cones. And then he braked again.
So I had to stop and go or something.
Well, he must
That
add it
doesn't
on.
explain how Mario got past him.
You must add it onto your pits.
Yeah, but he still wasn't the last car out, is what I'm saying.
No, but he lost like 2 spots.
Alright. You say? Oh.
He had a 25-second pit stop. So it must have been a 15-second penalty plus his pit stop.
Oh, have you got your Joel time?
No, I just timed his pit stop.
Ah, right. I'm like a competition winner here, just sort of cruising around on my own at the back. I'm just so excited to be here! Just waving down every straight at the fans. Hey!
Just don't hit me, please.
Pierre ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it, is he? On fuel.
Nope. Surely, like no, because it was very early. It wasn't just a few laps early. It was about 10 laps early, wasn't it?
Was yeah. Back in the pack now, but he's not gonna make it. So you're what, 8th at the minute?
Yeah, out of 8. I wonder if they are working on your car, because you still show up in the pit lane.
Yeah.
These guys don't know. I've got the optimal strategy here.
Just ride around, stay out of trouble.
Yep.
That'll work.
How are you getting on there?
4th.
Caution's out. Oh, this is too long for me to bother staying out, isn't it? Really? Yeah, there's no point in me staying out. That's all. So I can just take off fuel and come in for the tyres, can't I? Yeah, if it was close to the end, I'd stay out, but I don't see the point. Because they're very easily going to overtake me in 15 or 20 laps. So. That's another place anyway. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, why do they do all this racing thing? You know, I don't get it. This suits me perfectly. I just come on and practice. I don't race. I'm just practicing right now, pretty much.
Yeah, Pierre turned him.
Oh, was it Pierre's job? Fault.
Well, he overtook him at one point.
Christ, how long is it going to take me to catch the pace car? I've just done a whole lap and it's still 25 seconds behind me. I reckon even if I stayed out, they'd still be able to come in, pit, and get out ahead of me.
Yeah, he passed Pierre like 5-6 laps ago, probably 4 or 5 laps ago, and then he just went really high. When he passed him, he didn't lift, and he just went really high, and then that's why Pierre was saying, "Man, you suck." And then he lost the place to somebody else, and then
Yeah.
You're an insult to Greg Moore's car. Yeah, and then he said, oh, here's that stupid guy again.
Don't shoot me, James, but who's Greg Moore?
He was a Canadian IndyCar driver who got killed in Fontana in 1990. He was like, supposed to be, he was going to be like, well, he was really, really good, and he was going to be like the next best thing. And he just signed, like earlier that week, just signed for Penske for 2000 season.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And Helio Castro Neves took his seat. So, and he's still in it now. I watched that live on Eurosport. Watching that race live. Yeah, brutal accident. Single car accident, just lost it on his own. Single car. Brutal.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
you're
not
set
going to
now,
watch
yeah?
any more IndyCar oval races anymore. I just don't enjoy it.
No?
I just don't enjoy it. I'm too like the whole time. It's just not fun. I mean, there's still some fun racing, but it's more like eyes closed and I don't want anyone to die kind of thing.
Didn't like that Texas thing, did you?
Um,
Last year or whatever.
Auto Club is the worst for that.
Yeah, that
And
was.
they'll trade the lead 3 times in 1 lap.
They didn't go there anymore, do they?
Leader pit road. 20 minutes to go right
No,
now.
not this season.
Sitting second.
So I'm in second, but it's because the guys in front of me have pitted for fuel, and I'll have to pit before the end.
I've got a chance of a top 5 here. There's one more wreck with a couple of them. Top 5, boom.
Well,
There's a chance.
the guy who he was complaining at, he ran over him, so I expect he's damaged.
Pierre ran over him.
Yeah. Well, he passed him into, I think it was, where was the wreck? 1 and 2 or 3 and 4?
Don't know. You're asking me,
passed
mate.
him.
I was on the other side of the circuit.
Oh, really? I thought you
I'm
passed-
way behind. It took me 2 laps to catch the pace car.
You passed the wreck there, didn't you?
No,
Yeah, his car's trashed.
no, he was already in the pits before I got him. Yeah, I'm a long way back. A long way back.
His car's completely trashed.
Cool. Is it trashed enough? That's the question.
I think Pierre got it wrong. Because the guy's got a Jacques Villeneuve helmet, so he's probably running a Jacques Villeneuve livery then, isn't he?
You would know. Go on, have it out with Pierre. Have an argument with Pierre about paints.
Shall I?
You don't know your IndyCar, Pierre. Oh, Pierre's now the official commentator. This is brilliant. Eric, what's happening?
Second, but I'll have to pit.
Oof, nice. How long you got to go?
17 laps.
Cool, that's pretty much exactly what we got. 18, I think.
But I've only got 10 laps of fuel left.
So it looks like the front 2 didn't pit. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but it's interesting because then for the guys behind them, it's basically a free stop with only being a 7-car field. So
Yeah.
looking out, I thought I had that, and then they went. Holy crap! I hate when they do that.
What's that?
That amount of movement is not good for anyone. Veering left, right, zigzagging across the track. It's like, come on.
Yeah. They've shuffled him right almost to the back.
Who?
The guy that's damaged.
He was already in that
Jack-
position.
No, he wasn't. He was in second.
Oh, am I confusing Michaela with Marion? Is that what's happening?
I think you are, yeah.
I'm with you now.
James, what's the cutoff for tires? Is it like 5 gallons of fuel? Anything less than 5 gallons, no point getting
I
tires.
don't know the exact cut-off. I don't know. But how much do you need to make the end?
7 laps, so like at least
Yeah,
4
I'd
gallons.
take talent, take tyres.
But leave it to the last minute because you get a yellow via free start.
Yeah, pit as late as you can.
Well, if his car is damaged, I don't know what mine is. That's all I'm going to say.
He's real beat up. He's in the draft though.
Yeah, he's in the draft, but he's not losing it, is he? To be fair, I don't care. I hadn't driven this car around here till like an hour ago, so...
Stick
It's
5.
okay.
Make sure you put 5 gallons in.
Just give Eric flashbacks, why don't you? Telling him how much fuel to put in an Indy race. I know who I trust from last time. James!
No, he's already.
Catching him a little bit, actually.
Now I'm in the lead.
Eric!
Oh, you got a pit.
I can go about 5 more laps, I guess.
Yeah, go 5 laps.
Wait for that yellow.
Yep.
I mean, like you waited for the yellow, James. And then it came too late.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm catching him. I'm catching Marion. I'm right. I'm catching a damaged car. Yeah. Yeah.
Was that you?
What?
Somebody hit the wall.
No. I ain't come that close to the wall, to be honest, mate. Holy shit, he's slow. Oh, his rear wing's fucked. If he's going that slow, I don't know how he kept up in that guy's draft for so long. Maybe that guy's damaged too. Yeah, because look, he's just dropped straight back from me. Top 5, here we come. I passed someone. Yay. That's draft broken. Go. I say let's go. That's pretty much my race. But see what happens up front.
How you doing, Eric? Got to be close to pitting now.
I can go a couple more laps.
But pit this time, pit this time. It looks like another pit box, pit this time.
There's no fuel in here, so the car's like super loose. I'm having to lift every corner.
Yeah, probably losing more time than you'll gain. Well, the front 4 are pretty close, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think I'll pit this
It
time.
kind of looks like a blob, but then it keeps moving left and right. Go on, Eric.
I'm gonna pit this time because I'm coming up on a lap car and I don't want to deal with him.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, because Liam made that mistake with his pit limiter.
Hmm.
He had to do a time penalty in the pits. He didn't pit on that last yellow, but it doesn't seem to have affected him because he's in second.
Yeah.
You ain't going to beat George New Jacks in one of these races.
And of course, I slid through my pit box because why
Oh
not?
no! Oh no!
Eric, I thought you'd stop doing that.
I know.
I thought we'd solve this issue.
I'm blaming on worn tires.
Get you a T-shirt that says my stop's bigger than yours.
My pit box is back there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was gonna put Coke in the pit box so it'd stick, but Steve drank it, so.
We used to do that in radio controlled cars.
Why don't you put a Coke at the front of the pit box like a bottle so you know where to stop? They just burn the tyres in real life, don't they? So they can put a bit of rubber down.
They do that. Yeah. They use Coke. I've seen them spray Coke out there.
Mind you, American pit boxes are just ridiculous for lack of grip. I mean, even F1 cars, they have a bit of trouble with theirs, but they're like proper professional pit boxes, and then yours just looks like a slab of concrete now, which it is. Five to go, next time bye, boss. This has been a nice cruise anyway, it's been like a nice way to spend an evening, you know. Cruise around in an IndyCar.
There weren't enough cars in the race to start with, was it really?
No. No, there's no reason they couldn't have one race of 30 cars rather than 2 races of 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
They did last week, I don't see why they couldn't do it this week for the Open. But...
Yeah.
It doesn't help when some of the cars just hit the wall on their own, but kind of it.
5 laps to go this time.
4 to go, boss, 4 to go.
I'll cycle back to 5th position.
That's still a nice run, Eric.
I think if I hadn't slid through my pit box, I could have been a little bit closer to 4th. I'm 9.5 seconds back.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Eric?
What's up?
James said, did you have a clean run?
Oh boy.
So far, it's not over yet.
All 3 wide for the lead.
It was a hand
I'm going to finish second at this point. Michele's going to win and I'm going to be second.
You might not be wrong there, mate. They're on the curbs and all sorts.
Well, they've practiced more than me, I'll give them that. They've all been on the complimentary Red Bull before the race. That's it.
Start taking a look at that pit entrance. We're going to be sitting here in about 2 or 3 laps, but
I'm far up against the pit wall.
See if anybody messed up their fuel calculation here.
I haven't had to touch my weight jacket this run, just kept it on 0 because with the fresh tyres and the lower fuel, I just didn't need it. It's all good.
Still pretty close for the lead. Well, lead was a bit ahead, but second, third and
can't imagine any of them are that close on fuel, but they might be. Never know.
No, they were pitted again, didn't they? So probably topped up.
Woo! I finished 6th.
Yay!
Well, I wasn't really in the race, but you still got to finish the race, so I did finish the race.
You weren't really in the race. I wasn't in the race at all.
You were literally not in the race.
That sucked.
You got it. Good win, dude.
Man, that was a great race, man. That was very evenly matched. My car was it was going away pretty quickly.
5th place.
I think my heart beating pretty good. That was fun.
Yeah, it was. Good podium there, Ivan. Isaac, good podium. Good racing Ethan's guy.
Really don't. I mean, I hate I slid through the pit box. That might have cost me a little bit of time, but so we don't know if it
Yeah,
would have made a
good job,
difference or
Dave.
not.
Ivan,
I like you guys
that
were
was a
having
good
fun up
race.
front
Hope you
anyway,
guys are
so good race.
See you, man.
Sorry, Eric.
Thank you.
If you post the results, RJI's button.
Oh, hey, my car still looks good.
They're better than mine.